Welcome to Meet Our Researchers series. Today we got Dr. Dominic Keuskamp, who is a postdoctoral research fellow at Amsterdam. Dom, how are you doing today?
Good, thanks, Sean. Great to be here.
That's nice. We know that around 10,000 people receive hemodialysis at a dialysis unit in Australia.
That's right, and they're attending 3 times a week for 3 to 5 hours a time. So there's a significant burden associated with that dialysis. And that burden is just in terms of time, of course, as well as the financial cost, and then the burden on caregivers, family, others who are supporting the transport.
And your project specifically looked at patients' time travel to the dialysis unit from their residence. Tell our consumers about what your project is.
So we know because of some of those burdens that patients might choose peritoneal dialysis, so hemodialysis, for example. So our project was really looking at trying to estimate that travel time component for hemodialysis patients across the major cities in Australia.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Dom, how did you measure the time the patient took to travel to the dialysis unit?
So we needed some way, Sean, to measure from the patient's residence to the dialysis unit. And in Amsterdam, we don't collect patients' addresses, we only collect their postcodes. So we measured from the population centre of the postcode to the dialysis unit, the regular dialysis unit that the patient used, and then we compared that with what the distance and time would be to the closest dialysis unit.
Okay, so that means, like, for example, I used to get dialysis at Penham Dialysis Centre from my residence, which is at Fullerton, but my nearest dialysis unit at Royal Adelaide Hospital. So the extra time spent on travelling to that Penham, which is far from my place, compared to Royal Adelaide Hospital. Is that what you're measuring?
Yeah, that's right. So we're looking at that additional burden in terms of time and distance.
Yeah.
We looked at around 6,000 patients across Australia.
Oh, wow, okay, yeah. So what did you find from the data from 6,000 patients?
We found that on average, patients were travelling for 90 minutes per week to dialysis.
Which is on top of their treatment.
That's right, so it's on top of dialysis time. And of that 90 minutes, we found there was about half of that was additional time.
Wow.
So that's time additional to what they would have taken to get to their nearest unit.
Okay. Do you know why those patients are not travelling to the nearest dialysis units?
No, we don't, and that's the subject of further research for us. So we intend to interview patients and find out a bit more about their travel to dialysis, find out why they might be travelling an extra 20 minutes, for example. And it could be because of specific clinical needs
or because people prefer dialysis units which are nearer to their workplace.
That's right, yeah, patient preferences. So we intend to find that out, and then perhaps we can, by understanding that a bit better, we can help reduce that burden for them.
Okay, yeah. Dom, thanks for taking your time to explain your project to our consumers.
Welcome.
And travel time is an important part of people receiving hemodialysis, and the more we do to reduce that burden is better.
That's right, I agree.
Thank you.
Thanks, Sean.